my goodness. I've been staring at this screen for so long. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm over 2 weeks late. I can't believe I'm stuck. I'm stuck at the menu. Classic Xenoblade move. You just take it in. Give me a second. I feel the need to explain myself. First, I've been out of country. I left. I was like the week before this game dropped. And then I've been out for 2 weeks. I got back last weekend. So I could have technically played it last week. I just did. I wanted to get one more of them done. I needed to prioritize that before I can fully just fall into this game. Another thing, I have played Xenoblade X already. Back in 2019. So this won't be my first time seeing the world, seeing the characters, the stories, and whatnot. Other than the epilogue at the end, of course. Oh my goodness, I've been here too long. I'm losing it. Yeah, I played this game already in 2019. But I played it in a bit of a rush. I booked it through the main story stuff. Just because that was the summer. I graduated high school, and before I went out of state for art school. So I was just like, I was booking it to beat this game. I was booking it to beat a bunch of games. I think that was the same summer I was trying to beat Final Fantasy 15. And Xenoblade 1 on the 3DS. So a lot of like, I know a lot of this game is like not main story. It's like it's like the Affinity missions, yeah. So a lot of that stuff I just didn't do. So that'll all be new to me. This time I'll be taking my time. And then of course there's just a lot that I've just forgot over the years. It's been 4 years since I played the Wii U version. Right, so things just like the combat I'm gonna need a reminder of. The combat, the map stuff, where you gotta place markers and stuff just to get gas for your skill. I need to just start. I need to just start. Oh. Do I need to touch this? You know what? No, I'm gonna figure this stuff out once I'm in the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I guess for now, I'll try not talking spoilers for this game. Right? If I ever talk spoilers, I'll just put text on the screen saying this. Oh my goodness. This might have to go up now. No. I'm trying to remember. Is this cutscene like in game? So meaning this would also look better. My mind's moving already. My mind's moving. How does it connect? How does it connect? Future redeemed. Do they change anything? Because if they don't, then nothing's changed since I've been future redeemed. It's been so long since I've seen this. I have no words.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth.
I want to theorize. I want to talk theories.
Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally.
Okay. Talking theories already.
The
That I'm
alien
sure
blitz was
this isn't
unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived.
that by you I mean
Our ship
like
took heavy damage. We
because
lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby
this
planet.
part.
Its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface.
It was pulled into a nearby planet. Hold on. Do they specify that they knew the planet was there,
Since
or did
then,
it come out of nowhere?
2 months have passed.
So there's there's that question. Because character creation. Okay, tier time ended quick because that's all I had for that part was do they know if the plan came out of nowhere or not? Because if so, if they knew, then they were already near it then, yeah. But if they don't, then it came out of nowhere. Anyways, my custom character, my class. Now, I'm thinking like recreate my OG Wii U class. Oh my goodness. Simply because that cross was me recreating just an OC of mine. An OC that exists outside of this game. An OC that was already a mecha pilot, and I was like, I'll just make her in this game. So I'm gonna do it again. Because while I haven't drawn her in years, her design has been updated in my mind. Also with the colors and stuff. Okay. Also, I did not see the I didn't see the overview trailer. I think at a certain point I just stopped paying attention to some of the next news just to go in as blind as I can, even though I've already played this game. So like all this UI, dude, this is all new, right? This is all clean. This is all readable. I can see it. Height's weird. I want to see like compared to like Elma or any other character. Oh, am I quiet? Oh. Yeah. Also, welcome. Where did my mouse? Okay. I'm gonna turn me up. Okay. Hopefully that's better. I think I also just gotta speak up a little louder. Okay, height. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. No. Sick. Audio's good? Okay. Maybe it was a mistake not drawing that OC for so long. I'm like, what did she look like? I played the original back in 2019. Yeah. So I played in a bit of a rush though, because that was like the summer before like I was leaving for art school. And I didn't have plans to take the Wii U with me, so I was just like, I gotta book it through this. Just do main story. Yeah. My OC now is based off an existing OC outside of X, who is already a mecha pilot. Which is, oh my goodness, No scars, no scars. Nothing. Okay, I like that. Wait a second. Overall skin color. Wait a second. Can I get a... This looks darker than what's represented. What? Does this change? Does the lighting change it a bit? I can't tell. Okay, it does. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, that looks good. There, wait a second. This doesn't feel like a lot. Wait. Wait. Why is this? This looks limited. Oh, I thought it would have been. Oh, okay. Maybe for a different hairstyle. There it is. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember which base model you... Oh, which base you pick. Oh. What? Okay. I think I can... That's... Wait, am I supposed... Okay, wait. Oh, base type there. Okay, can I... I don't want to hit A. Return to base selection. This is gonna... Oh... I'm gonna be here forever. Is it just... I mean, this was the hair of my original OC. Yeah. Alright, and there's Mio now. No ear Mio. Oh, that's weird. I'm wondering if more is unlocked later, and it's I'm hesitant to pick because this is the hair of my OGOC, I think. But I feel like I've seen so many crosses with this exact hair. And it's also not like exactly like my OC hair. Actually. Right. Dang. And I know I'm not going to be able to come back for a minute. Return to base. Okay. What hair do you have? There's Pyra. Okay. How quickly can I move through all of them? Just for the hair. The hair's the only thing that matters. Turn to base. Whoa! This ain't it. Did I already look at? I'm just going through all of them. Is this the same one I already looked at, or do they have the same? Did this base and the last base have the same? Skim through. Is this the same? Yes, the same hair. I think all else fails is that one. The fact that I know I'm not gonna be able to come back here for a minute. I'm like, no, this has to be right away now. This isn't the same. No. Look at the first one. Hold on. Let me see. Oh. Okay. If they limit every other option for me. Okay, well, I think this is closer to my OGOC. This is a better fit. Oh my god, I have to go through this again. Okay, quick. Oh, no. Oh. Wait, hold on. They limit my skin tone based on the base model. Ew. Checking the lighting. This might have been the same one I picked last time. Can I change? I can't change the cheek color, can I? Okay, I'll go with none then. No scars, no moles. Oh my goodness, her hair doesn't look as orange. Okay. And it never will, I guess. Unless the sun's out. Yeah, it looks good. No. I'm stuck with these. Wait, no. I'm stuck with the eye shape? Wait. That's crazy. Wait. No. You can't do that. Oh my goodness. I gotta find a perfect combo from the base. Okay, restarting again. Who's got the hair? Who's got the hair and who's got the eyes? All of you got the... No. Okay, I need specifically like these. Oh. I can't believe it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. I just want the sharper eyes. But this looks too mean. Actually, no. Actually, no. This is crazy. Well, I'm trying to think. What I'm trying to think of just a hairstyle that is now in character. Okay. Boom. Boom. Speed running. This one. Okay. Freckles. Keep that. I keep changing my mind on that one. Mole, no mole. Okay, here we go. We should be good from here on out. Oh god. I actually don't remember what her eye color would be. I like the lighter color. eyes shut up? Oh. I don't know enough about makeup for this. Is it in character? I don't think so. Wait, where's the default? This one? Is that weird? Face paint. Now I'm not gonna use face paint. I'm just curious. Oh. I can't see it. Oh. Okay, no face paint, no face paint. Voice. I wish I recognized names. Wait, can I play voice?
They never stood a chance. Here we go. Huh. 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 Huh.
Okay, that one doesn't say words.
We did great. Let's murderate him. Yay, we win.
Shall we? Let's go.
Shall we then? Yay, we win.
I know one of these is the Fiora voice actor. This is her, yeah? Karina Reeves.
Hello. Success. I've been staggered. Ha! Hello.
Nice job. We did great. We sure owned them. Huh? Huh?
I've been staggered.
Epic.
Attention, external access confirmed.
How much meme stuff do I notice now? Now that I'm playing from. Now that I
10
know.
Seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Oh my goodness. Wait.
You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover.
This OC's unnamed.
That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Is this the same name as online, or... You know what? We'll call her my name for now. Oh my goodness.
Good, there we go.
Elma's beautiful, bro.
What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
I don't know why I thought... No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know why I thought
We'll take it easy while you
I
shake
would
the stasis
miss,
out of your system. One step at a
like
time,
the
all right?
like the old
First
look
things
for Elma.
first. You'll be needing a weapon.
But she looks so
There you
good,
go.
dude.
All
She
right,
looks so
let's get
beautiful.
going.
Okay. Yep, no follow ball yet. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh. I can't tell. I can't tell if like the camera, because I know originally like the camera would be it was like slower in certain areas, like the blade barracks, and I feel like the opening here would be the same. I don't remember though. The spam A machine?
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
Wait, that doesn't mean there's a dead person in there, right?
You know, the L002? The ship we escaped
Or-
Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells?
I'm like noticing things now. The second playthrough.
Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like
I
to
don't
forget.
know if I should point it out though.
I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves.
Black
the
tar,
task.
dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So is all the new UI new? Because this looks way different, I feel. Maybe not way different, but it's just like less blue. Okay. I'm just rereading.
Open fire! Don't let it target in sight!
Wait.
Shadow strike! Nice! Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Flame grenade! You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Look depressed. No. If the work is shooting.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Would I not have had a job before we crashed? Unless everybody gets a new job. Which, no. Ah, here's the spam A machine. It's not spamming A anymore. Wait. I just want to double check camera. Oh wait. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm just going to the target, yeah? And it's just telling me how to play for now? Is it always gonna have?
Shadow strike!
Is it always gonna have like button inputs?
Assault hammer!
Hey.
All that experience paid off.
Okay, I don't need to fight these guys yet. I don't need to fight yet. The whole damage. Oh wait.
have to be like this.
Well,
Chrome armor! Melee! Shadow strike! Now, my turn! Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Slide! Splinter! Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat. We need to keep our wounds healed. I should heal up first.
oh,
Slide! Move in and do
wait,
some
these
damage.
small guys, had they always had appendages?
Strike. Slide. Good enough. We got it. Let's move.
Controllers, Joy-Cons are down. And then it stops raining.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
This cutscene remastered, dude. Also, Hiroyuki Sawano. I'm shocked at myself that I have not talked, I've not brought up Hiroyuki Sawano yet. I love his music. It's so good. I don't understand it. But it just, it gets me, dude. It gets me so good. I could do anything to Hiroyuki Sawano music.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Wait, is this game lip sync? Wait, was the original? The original was. Was he? Oh my goodness, it looks so clean. Oh my goodness, dude. I wish Mira was real.
We call this planet Mira.
Oh, I spoiled it.
You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
Now why is that? Why is it not on any star chart? What's going on here? First we accidentally fall here.
Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Sprint auto run. Aerial came right away? Wait, that's not it. What the heck? I don't know my lefts and rights. Why did I take a screenshot? Hello. Oh my goodness. Water, dude. I don't remember it looking that good. Can I zoom in and out? I'm guessing not. Is the UI always... No. Is it always going to show button inputs? Shadow Rise. Oh my goodness.
There.
I was looking for the longest time. Last time I streamed Xenoblade X, I streamed the Wii U one, just taking reference photos. And I was specifically looking for Lynn's car, because she drives a car like this. But every car in the city has a roof. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Oh my goodness. What level am I? There's that button. That's a switch button. Okay. A does nothing. Posterior. Yeah, in the original you just mash A on those machines. And the bar didn't go down.
Assault hammer. Shadow strike.
Okay.
Slide down.
Don't leave with
Melee
assault hammer.
attacks. Scream edge. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Upper hand. Slide. There.
Yeah. The mashing to the holding, it feels like such a small, unnecessary change. But I think the holding makes more sense. Ooh. I was seeing if I could move the camera like up and down. What level am I? I forgot again.
How do you see it?
You got me.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Oh. Whoops.
Slide. Assault hammer. Scream edge. Roger. Chrome armor. Upper hand. Slide. Slinger. The hell?
I'm slacking.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. We got it. Let's move.
It is. It looks so good. I keep on. Games like these, I try to play more cinematically. The camera is just like jolting though. Like by cinematically, I mean like I slowly move the camera while walking, like a trailer shot. But it feels like it's just jolting. Nope.
It didn't have to be like this. Open fire and don't let up. Target in sight. Slice edge! Okay, it's time to attack. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike. Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Did that work? Then move in and strike.
I'm torn. Do I master hand-to-hand combat or focus on ranged attacks?
Let me know if you need a training partner.
Let's
They're
go.
off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Roger.
I actually don't know my lesson rights.
My mind is clear.
Shadow strike.
This is my chance.
Assault hammer. Slide. Splinter. Okay, it's time to attack. Scream edge. Appendage destroyed. Move in
I'll
and
make
strike.
it hurt.
Upper hand. I should heal up first.
Catch me up.
Shadow strike.
What?
Slide.
What?
Now, melee attacks.
I gotta go.
Ha! Numbers won't help you.
You sleeping? Rot part. Is that rot part? No, it's spider rot part. There we go.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. Riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Oh.
Make them hurt. Hoorah! Now pump them full of lead while they're down.
Scream edge! Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Early bird.
I won't give him a second's rest.
That's it, Commissioner. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see another one.
Upper hand.
Slim edge. Doing concentrate. All that experience is paid off.
Now it's my turn. Pendant destroyed. Move in and strike. Slide. Chrome armor.
We need to keep our wounds healed.
I should heal up first.
Slim edge. Did that work? Then move in and strike.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Thanks.
When did she send a report? And now this cutscene. This cutscene. This cutscene is so cool. Controllers are down again. Hiroyuki Sawano. I can't get tired of it, dude. I can't get tired of it.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Peak cinema. Look at this, dude. The camera's zooming out, showing all of it, dude. And a title drop. Definitive edition. It's perfect. It's what? Is that just a prologue?
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago,
all our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters.
Oh my goodness. There they are.
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
Oh my goodness. Wait,
Irina?
I've never seen them in
Quinn?
the definitive edition.
Nice
Wait.
work out there, ma'am.
Who are these people?
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew.
They look
I was a colonel
older.
and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
This one of the survivors, ma'am?
This is crazy. I feel like I've gotten used
The
to Elma's
survivor.
look.
I only found a single
Either
pilot
already
at
or
Starfall
right
Base.
away, or I don't like
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Gwyn looking like this.
Come on, seriously. Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts.
I think if you put them together though, like
You can call me Irina.
an old
I'm
and
with
new
the
render,
Interceptors.
like it probably doesn't look that much
Me
different,
too.
but
Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Wait, was Emma really out there looking for people without a car? She's actually just walking everywhere. I've never thought about it. Because there were cars out there, like camps and stuff. I kind of want to let this theme play out. Okay, not waiting anymore. We'll hear more of it. Elma is so shiny. I love it. This is crazy, dude. Oh, oh. Also, I don't remember. Are they constantly just shooting stars in the sky in this game? Oh my goodness, how does Doug look? Even older. Actually, it looks... He doesn't look that much different. Lynn, though.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
So getting people in every day, how often do you think Elma's just introducing people to people? And herself, and Lynn, and everybody else. We know how old Lynn is. We don't need that. What happens to the exhaust?
Yeah. Well, that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
Wait, did she drive
Alright,
that
Doug,
too?
I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Yeah. Be online? Dang.
Crap.
Hey, listen!
Y'all ever think about the cockpit of the Skell? Whenever they're shown inside it looks spacious. But then outside it's just like a coffin. It's like coffin sized outside. Look. Unless it's explained like they go to sleep or something when in it. And then put into a virtual space where they're sitting as if they're in a bigger space.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view.
Now I
It's like
know
a different city every time.
I'm a fan of the
Certainly
blocky
come a long
sci-fi
way
look
in the last few weeks.
that's in like Gundam. That's
There's
in like
still so
old
much to be done.
Transformers.
One day at a
This
time.
plane feels a little too blocky for me.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here.
I think it's a not
Why don't
blocky
you give
front
us the
and back.
express tour then? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district. But I'm skipping ahead.
For all the times I've listened to the soundtrack, I don't remember
Next
this
is
one.
the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
The
If
housing
you're
here
ever
is
looking for quiet
crazy to
time
me.
alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Who's living in those, bro? There's like 20
Right?
houses.
The park is my favorite place to
There's
just
way
zone
more
out
than
and
20
chill.
people.
And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA.
You'd think like just rich people, like
The distinct
Director
dual-level
General,
structure here.
assuming he's rich.
The upper level holds
But,
our
like,
administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government.
I feel like
Not
he
to
would just be in.
mention
Yeah,
Armory
he
Alley,
would just
as
be.
well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
He'd just be at the HQ, like on a high floor or something.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting.
I thought she already filed
The
that
barracks
report.
are pretty close, actually.
That's why that
They're set up
rando
just
knew
behind the giant blade tower
me.
here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Oh my goodness, wait.
Sir! Here's what I know.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
I'm getting sidetracked.
Well...
Okay, they won't let me get sidetracked.
Whatever.
Okay.
Hey.
All that experience is paid off. And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
Ask about registration, frown, and say nothing.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Ms. Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
feels weirdly quiet.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
They've said this multiple times already, but I'm asking anyways.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth.
Okay.
The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations.
I can ask the other 2 questions, right?
Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have
If
been no
Elma
Project
hadn't
Exodus
been there,
and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The Xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale.
okay.
Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Establishing Blade. Wait, they established that in the 2 months? I would have thought that'd be established before takeoff.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think.
Or
it's a relatively new organization.
Or it's,
Up
I
there
don't know
in
if this is
space,
spoiler,
we
I
had
don't remember
plenty of
where I got this from.
provisions, and a
Beyond
crew
the
trained to
logos
handle the limited amount of
after the
situations we might
destruction
encounter
of
in our
Earth.
travels. But of course, all that
Yeah.
changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense why Blade would be after.
The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart.
Yeah, also they were out in space for 2 years. They got to another planet quick.
What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air?
I was gonna say.
Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
There's no way they do this for everyone.
Yes, sir.
You'd think you'd have a
Come
recording
on.
of,
We'll keep this
of
briefing
this.
brief.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The camera's not slow. That or just way faster than before. Oh my goodness. I'm not misremembering, am I? Like, the camera was slow in OG in specific parts, Blade Barracks included. Okay guys, where do I sleep? It's online. I love I love this sci-fi aesthetic, dude. I wish real life Future was blocky.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill.
Aw, yeah.
Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
That's actually... I mean, I wouldn't have phrased it like that. But if skills were... If mechs... If I saw one walking down the street... If I saw one walking...
Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
This one I don't get. Why would I be inside it?
You
And
know
I
what I'm
wouldn't see the
talking about.
transformation.
Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here. 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though.
I'm sure
were
this is a
outnumbered and
question
outgunned.
that's been asked. Is there like a...
Still, just look around you.
Like a...
New LA has gone from basically
Like a
nothing
furry
to this
equivalent?
in just 2 short months.
Like...
We could never have
Like
come
you're a...
so
Like
far
you're
so
a... You're a...
fast
You're a...
without scale
A
technology.
metally. A steely.
I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where's my... Wait a second. Where's my grid map? My hexagon map. No. That's not it. Okay, the camera reset button. It has no function. Okay. Okay, this doesn't have it yet.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, It's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Right.
Yes? Yes? Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console.
I love that I can do
to
this.
get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta.
Huh?
Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
But what about shopping in the commercial district, anyways? I saw there's a mall there, Mall Cruise.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Flying a whole scale here is kind of crazy. There's no like car dealership area. There's no like regular car dealership.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Is bro just sitting there thinking?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding
Okay.
officer.
He's
Commander
waiting.
Vander. Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone.
Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
And this part I can't say no to, right? I don't know.
Ms. Ku, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend from. Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis. Forever.
Okay, bro's threatening me
So
now.
did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend?
I gotta see new dialogue.
Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
Sorry, what was that?
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
I was not paying attention. No, he's got me. Wait. I need to look at the logs. Wait. Oh no. Look, you can't tell which direction I'm shaking my head in. That one's vague enough.
You said no. You wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
Okay. There we go. He's got me.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
The urgency does feel out of nowhere. They're really pushing
Now,
you quick.
Let's discuss that training assignment.
I
We've
get-
decided to start you
'cause
out
we're
on a
main
probe
character.
installation, just to get your feet wet.
But is it also
I
because
guess we should back up.
we're just like a
Here in
young,
New
capable
LA, we're using
person?
a specialized computer system
Like if they found an
called
old person in
Frontier
that
Nav to help
pod, they
us
wouldn't.
deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes
There
New
it
LA
is.
and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments, and together they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Dang, chapter 2 already? Okay.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
I'm trying to remember the map. Which gate? Because we're talking East and West Gate. East. The East Gate's on lockdown. That's open now. But we came in through the West Gate. So it couldn't have been. I'm speculating. No, I forgot. If it
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you.
Okay, so it was for
They were on
sure
their way out to
not
an assignment.
Miyanama.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate, shall we?
Be on our map. Oh my goodness. They did it. No more Wii U gamepad, actually. I might prefer the Wii U gamepad. We'll see. My goodness. I'm gonna have to relearn all of this. I remember looking up a YouTube video for this originally. Also, I get it's open world. But I can't believe it looks like Elma and Lynn just walk whenever they're at least Elma does. Okay. Okay, just stopped. I thought maybe it was like a Minecraft situation. But you can stand on the border of the rain. What level am I? 565. I can sleep. I can change time. Oh, is that where the OCs? Oh my goodness, is that where the OCs sleep in the barracks? In the time door?
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it
You know what that means?
looks just like any other Sinicula.
Uncontrollable.
Think about it. Your typical
I think.
simius is way higher up on the food
I'm not
chain
wrong.
than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one Simia standing over 3 or 4 Senicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Senicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Senicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here. Do you even understand what that means?
We should probably explain. Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that falls outside of our usual threat ranking system. In other words, they're too powerful for us to even measure how dangerous they would be to take on.
And too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all.
Okay, but we're by the wall. We got skells blocking the door.
As long as you understand the risks involved.
Are there not like guns on the wall?
Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we
I can't
can take
believe
it
Lynn
down,
fights.
great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Oh, inventory is an X. What game am I thinking of? Ground gear. Wait, hold on. Oh. Or no, this fashion gear, yeah. We can be we can look weird for now. Okay. Quick. And then fashion gear. Sick. What do we got? I think I just gotta change this. Okay. And maybe yeah. Upgrade needs. Okay. Needs 12. This needs. Okay. Wait. Skills. Uh, 4, 6, 4. Okay, I can upgrade all of them. Whoops. Whoops. Nothing but misinputs in these menus. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. One last. Okay. Okay, we're good. Hold up. These flowers aren't moving. Anyways. String bandages.
Didn't have to be like this.
Tail. What appendages we got? There we go.
I've been staggered. Early bird. That's intention. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn.
Maybe just carried a giant
The
needle?
top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
For my what?
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the
That looks
target depth.
really red. I don't know if that's... Looks like it's bleeding.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
What? This is how he's introduced? Wait. Okay, I did not fully absorb that. Yep.
Open fire and don't let up! Target fire! Scream it! Shadow fire! Good enough. You're turning into a fine blade. I'm proud of you.
Okay, the hint spoiling the weather conditions. This feels wrong. Whoa!
I've been staggered. Move in and do some damage. Chrome armor. They're bluffing. Knock them over with gunfire. Early bird. Move in and do some damage. Staggered. Move in and strike. Good enough. We got it. Let's move.
Oh, rain stopping.
Hey,
Vandam.
Commander Vandam.
Oh, Vandam?
Well, now look what the cat did.
Did I say it kind of wrong?
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Wait, how'd you hear about this? Also, chapter 2 is done.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners,
She doesn't
anyway?
get that
I
one.
still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
Nah.
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Bad words? Is that bad? Is that still considered a bad word?
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders.
Wow.
Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
I don't remember if this
We've already detailed how important it is we
is
expand the
important
Frontier Nav
or
network
if it
ASAP.
matters. Like your choice.
So, for the time being, I'll just remind
I'm
you
guessing
of the highlights.
it only affects
Helps
like
us keep
online.
Blade safe.
Or
It
maybe
helps
what
us
missions
keep
you
the
get?
city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division.
Yeah, I didn't remember the last name.
Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here
Those are
on
new
Mira.
renders to me.
Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense,
And
the
Kyle,
Harriers
right?
would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory.
I remember her.
Bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and scale
I remember
weaponry
her
is
too.
developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or
Not her name.
AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators.
Okay.
Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone.
Oh my goodness.
You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
I don't want to go through all 8 again. But hesitate. I'm hesitating. Please don't walk me through all 8 again.
Fine. Once more from
Oh
the
my
top.
goodness. No.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for
Just show me a
Blade
list.
in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different
Oh
fields
my
in all,
goodness.
and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Okay.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
I was
It may
gonna
not
say,
be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about
yeah,
this place.
which job lets me
The more probes we
Blade or
install, the
Xeno?
faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a
Oh, that's the
fighting
Gwen
chance.
Arena job.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Emma likes it when we get
Okay,
things
next
the
up,
first
interceptors.
time.
You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen?
Oh, like,
This
oh,
is their
the hesitating option.
Interceptors have one main duty.
I'm so
Protect
sorry,
New
Alma.
LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira.
I don't know. I thought they would show me like
Right
a.
now, this is
I thought
probably our
they'd show me like a
busiest
brochure or
division.
something, or like yeah, here's all of them on the list, man.
Shotguns
I'm
for
not.
research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn?
Can I even
He's
skip
part of
this?
the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize...
Okay. Maybe now they'll show me a list.
We're on pins and needles here.
Wait, what? Did I misread? Oh my goodness. Okay. Base data probes. Sounds kind of boring. Receptors. Protect. Okay. Okay. I kind of like the curator's job description. Do I yearn for the mines? That also sounds cool. Okay. What exactly did it originally affect? And what does it affect now? Because I assumed it's just like online stuff, maybe. I've never played the online because I played the Wii U when online was dead. But I assume it's like classes, maybe getting like a party and actually no, a party with one of each is that's weird, right? Okay. I think I'm gonna go outfitter.
Then it's settled?
The fact that your ability to open glorified treasure chests in the world. Oh. Wait. Okay.
All right.
I was gonna say, wait, you can't like 100% this?
By the power
But
invested in
you can
me,
switch
yada,
anytime.
yada, you're officially a blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Based on how many other players are in your location.
Let's
Okay.
move out.
Roger that.
Wait, am I starting? Wait. Can I cancel? Can I not do chapter 3 yet? Okay. I guess track. Oh.
Oh, listen.
Minutes search for a new crew member. I wonder what. Okay. Okay. I am thinking. I might stop. This feels like a good place to stop before I go out and start exploring again. Outside the walls. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, listen.
Hey.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream here. Seems like a good spot to stop. I won't progress on story stuff. I want to do that on stream. And for quests and stuff. I think, yeah, affinity missions. I'll also want to save. For streams, and in basic and normal one, I might do. I might just do off stream, just whenever I feel like it, you know. Get some levels in, because the recommended level was 9, and I'm not there. So yeah, dude, this track. I'm like really nostalgic for it now. I'll actually. Do I know about the arena cheese? I do not. I do not know. Now, when I assume that's like an affinity mission. There's something going on there. Yeah, when I originally played on Wii U, I just kind of like booked it through main plot. So a lot of the affinity missions I just didn't do.
Well.
Affinity mission, side quests, and whatnot. I'm already wandering. Oh, it's just a good party setup. Okay. Okay.
Hey, listen.
I thought there was some plot line about arena with cheese or something.
By the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the wandering off stream. I'll end it here. Thank you to the people that showed up. This was a this is a beautiful time revisiting this game. Thank you. When I'm thinking about streaming again tomorrow, just because on the weekdays I don't feel like I have too much time. So hopefully I stream tomorrow. But we'll see. Thank you. That was it. Good night.